Ready? What's up, YouTube? Hey y'all, Lawrence here at the Peak Design headquarters in San Francisco, and today we're going to take a closer look at the Everyday Backpack version 2. The Everyday Backpack is an award-winning bag, now in its second version, that is perfect if you are a photo video maker or if you're just looking for a good feature-rich bag for commuting and traveling. Like all of our everyday bags, the Everyday Backpack is built around access, organization, protection, and in this case, a little bit of expansion. The Everyday Backpack features Peak Design's iconic mag latch closure system. Mag latch lets you get in and out of the bag with one hand silently. The Everyday Backpack also has dual side zippers, which gives you a big wide view right into the contents of the bag and lets you get in and out while it's on your body. The Everyday Backpack has external carry straps, and they are always available and ready for you to use. We're going to go over those features and a lot more in this video. Now, Art, who designed this bag originally, gets so mad when I say it because he thinks it's lazy marketing. But this is the best backpack ever. You want to know more? Keep watching. So what's new with the version 2 Everyday Backpack? Well, for starters, the lines and angles are a little bit smoother while still maintaining that classic silhouette. Maglatch got a real subtle update. It's made out of machined anodized aluminum. Still has that iconic look, and it's still the best way to get in and out of a bag. Like our other version 2 everyday bags, the Everyday Backpack uses our new UltraZip technology, which uses abrasion-resistant threading and greatly extends the lifespan of the zippers. We redesigned the shoulder straps on the new Everyday Backpack for better fit and comfort. The version 2 everyday bags also use our cord hook system for external carry, just like our travel bags. And I'll show you more of that in a minute. Joey managed to improve the top access and increase the laptop carrying capacity. He also came up with a cool system that adjusts based on the size of your laptop. We'll show you more about that in a little bit. Another new feature on version 2 of the Everyday Backpack is this separately sold padded waist belt. It's got robust padding, axial attachment, and built-in capture attachment points. We'll take a closer look at this in a little bit. The way I'd describe the upgrades to the version 2 Everyday Backpack are that on the outside, it's a little more sophisticated with a couple subtle tweaks. We've also taken the lessons we've learned these last few years and made carrying the bag even more comfortable and enjoyable. Just like version 1 of the bag, version 2 comes in both a 20-liter and a 30-liter size. Currently, the 20-liter is available in black, charcoal, ash, and our new midnight color. The 30-liter is available in black, charcoal, and midnight. All the bags feature handsome leather nubuck accents, except for the black bag, which has hypalon accents. So if you're looking for a vegan option, black is the color you're going to want. So you might be wondering which size is right for you. And I'd say regardless, watch the whole video, and that'll help you make an informed decision. But I'll offer a little bit of insight right away. I've used both sizes extensively. I love both sizes. And they've got great application depending on what you need. Obviously, the biggest difference is the capacity. 30 liters when fully expanded, and 20 liters when fully expanded. If you've got a 16-inch MacBook Pro or a bigger laptop, the 30-liter might be the right one for you. Both bags can fit a 13-inch tablet easily. Additionally, both bags come with 3 FlexFold dividers. The bigger bag does weigh a little bit more. Without dividers, the 20-liter is 1.66 kilograms, and the 30-liter is 1.76 kilograms. If you're a photographer, the type of gear you're carrying around will have a big influence on which bag is right for you. Most of the time, I'm shooting with my Canon 5D and a couple of lenses, and I find that that is much more comfortable, along with my 16-inch MacBook, to put in the 30-liter. Now, if I'm taking out just a single lens, or if I'm like one of my coworkers and shooting on Sony or Fujifilm, the 20-liter might make more sense. I also find that if I'm traveling for the weekend, I like that extra space that the 30-liter gives me. So in summary, the 30-liter is a little bit bigger. It's great if you've got a bigger laptop. It's great if you've got a bigger camera, and it's great if you've got bigger lenses. It also works really well as a weekend travel bag in addition to its good use as a commuting bag. The 20-liter is a little smaller, but can still fit a good-sized laptop. It's better for carrying around mirrorless cameras, and if you're worried about taking up less space on public transportation, this might be the bag for you. We'll do some example loadouts in a little bit, and I'll show you how I would carry gear in both of these bags. All right, let's take a closer look at the outside of the Everyday Backpack. The outer fabric is a 400D synthetic nylon canvas shell. It is DWR impregnated and double PU coated, so it is weatherproof. This outer fabric is also made out of 100% recycled plastics. Not only is the fabric weatherproof, the zippers are weatherproof, and the overall construction of the bag is such that it keeps water out. The centerpiece of this backpack is the Peak Design mag latch. Now, the mag latch is a super important piece of hardware in the history of Peak Design. It was developed in 2015, and that project I think was led up by Rob, who was hired to design a tripod and had to wait a few more years before he could really sink his teeth into that. Mag latch is silent, it's easy to use, it's secure, and you can do it with one hand. The reason we developed our own custom piece of hardware for bags was that none of the existing options out there did the job that we were looking for. You know, Velcro, you can imagine, makes a ton of noise if you're on a quiet shoot, and all those other ones just felt kind of flimsy and cheap. If you're carrying around nice equipment, the way you get to it should also be pretty nice. To open, pull the mag latch away from the bag, and then down and out. Closing is easy too. Just slam back down, and then lift up. After you get the hang of it a few times, it's pretty easy. Pro tip, it's actually easier to close after a little practice in sort of one big fluid motion. That's the whole pro tip. You'll notice that mag latch has 4 separate rungs. So depending on how loaded up your bag is, you just attach mag latch to any of these. So if I stuff my jacket in here, all of a sudden I'm up a little higher. I can crank down and close it right there. The Everyday Backpack also has 2 expanding side pockets. Now these are great if you've got a big old water bottle or a bottle of wine. Nice. Let's say you're the proud owner of a Peak Design travel tripod. Easy. It also works with other tripods, but why would you do that? What's also nice about the side pockets is that if you've got something taller like this, we ship the bag with an external carry style strap that you can lash through. Pull it out, keep it loose. Put your tall item in the side pocket. Lash the strap through your object, in our case, the travel tripod. Come on through and just clip on to the loop back here. Makes a satisfying little pop. Tighten down. All of our external carry straps have little strap stays that keep the ends nice and tidy. After all, what's the point of doing a job well if you don't look cool doing it? You'll notice at the bottom of your side pockets, there's a real little drain cut out, just in case water gets in there. So another cool thing that comes with your bag in the side pocket is this anchor key tether. Now the way it works is that you push down on the anchor and pull it out, and then you take your keys, or really anything you want to store in the side pocket, and you feed the anchor through in what's called a cow hitch. If you've used a Peak Design strap, you are familiar with this process. And then your keys are attached to your bag. You can easily remove them, and our new key tether on version 2 is stretchy. What's cool is that I can open a door without having to take the backpack off. You know. Now, allocated. So running along the back of the bag at the top is the dedicated zipper for your laptop tablet compartment. So that's great for stuff you want to just have quickly accessible, like sunglasses or maybe your wallet. So then on the other side is your laptop and tablet area, where you can put your laptop in this main one, and then there's a separate pocket for documents or your tablet if you want to keep it separated. Let's take a look at the back of the bag. The Everyday Backpack comes standard with 2 shoulder straps, 1 for each shoulder. These new straps on the Everyday Backpack are completely redesigned. Listen to feedback from our customers, put a little more padding in there. They've still got a great shape to them and plenty of ventilation. There's also mesh along the back panel that's designed to help with airflow. All Peak Design backpacks use this axial attachment system, which gives you a great range of motion and helps the bag fit to all sorts of shoulder shapes. New for the Everyday Backpack version 2 are embedded magnets that keep your shoulder straps super tighty. So if you're holding the bag like this, they don't go anywhere. That feature works great when you're using it alongside the luggage pass-through feature. So just slide your backpack onto your rolling luggage, do that. I don't need to say that. People know how it works, right? And there's actually another pass-through inside the luggage pass-through that's designed specifically for our optional hip belt. Stay tuned and we'll go over that in a second. The Everyday Backpack has 3 padded handles, one on each side and then one at the top, and that makes it really easy to grab this thing no matter what position it's in. All right, so here's the feature that you all came here for. Side access. The Everyday Backpack has 2 full-length side access zip paths. So on either of these side access zip paths, there's a zipper that lives at the top and a zipper that lives at the bottom. And the reason for that is that when you get the bag on its side right in front of you when you're doing on-body access, it's easy to open it based on your preference. These zippers are super smooth. And like I said earlier, all of our zippers now use UltraZip technology, which is a name we made up. But what it is this really cool thing that uses abrasion-resistant threading. And because of that high-tech threading and the design that we created to accommodate it, these zippers last way longer than others. So if you're looking to add a little bit of security to the bag, we got a couple of options. All of the zipper pulls can be opened up and the pull can go through our external carry loops and then reattached to the zipper. And as you can see, this makes the zippers impossible to open. The bottom zip is almost exactly the same. Something to keep in mind with the bottom zippers is that they are almost entirely out of sight when the bag is on your back. So here's a security zip pro tip. I actually like to keep the side of the bag that I don't get in and out of locked. I think over time, with use, you're going to find that you have a preference for the left or the right side. I prefer the right side, so I keep my left side locked up. And that way, with big cameras or anything, I always have a top and a bottom that orients me when I'm loading in and out. And I'll show you that when we do some loadouts in a second. Inside the hard candy exterior is a soft, chewy core. Let's take a look at the inside of the bag. So the Everyday Backpack comes with 3 Peak Design FlexFold Dividers. These are origami-inspired dividers that separate, organize, and protect your gear. You'll also notice that on the inside of the flap, there's a magnetic storage pouch, and it's also got this zippered pocket with internal organization. So the magnetic top pocket in this orientation means that you just have one zipper to open, and you can get inside one of your pockets. Another benefit to this orientation is that if I go through the top of my bag in mag latch, I can still get into these pockets. And that is on both doors. So FlexFold is configurable with these Velcro sides, and you can move it all around your bag. When it's in here, you can lift up panels and create little cubbies. You can also create pass-throughs if you've got long, skinny objects, maybe like a 70-200 or long lens. And you can use all or some or none of these, depending on what your preference is. They've got nice strong Velcro, but are easy to take out. Here's another pro tip. You can leave one at the bottom, and if you need some quick organization, you just pop it up, and you've got subdivided space. Now each FlexFold divider has foam integrated into its design. So while being super thin and flexible, it also provides quite a bit of protection for your gear. When you're reinstalling the FlexFold dividers, all you have to do is line up this stitch mark with the line on the back and front panels of the inside of the bag, and you'll have a center placement every time. You can orient them in sort of their normal shelf position. Sometimes I'll stick one on the back or front panel and put an iPad or something in there. You can also go straight up and down if that's something you want to do. FlexFold is the thing that really makes our everyday bags great for everyday use. Put them in, organize the space, and carry your photo, video, tech gear without any problems. Or take them out and have a big empty volume. Put textbooks, clothes, our packing tools like packing cubes and tech pouches, whatever you want, it's up to you. A new feature on the Everyday Backpack version 2 is the adjustable laptop height selector. So let's flip this guy over. So right now, if I took my 16-inch MacBook Pro, I could just stick it in, and it fits in nicely. So when the laptop pocket is open, it's easy to grab the laptop because it's right up at the top. Now, let's adjust it for the 13-inch MacBook. What you'll do is lift up this back flap at the very back of the laptop compartment. What that reveals is a U-shaped cradle that has Velcro on the back side, along with screen prints that correspond to the size of the laptop you're going to carry. Now, by adjusting that panel, it raises the bottom of the laptop compartment and moves that smaller laptop towards the top. So let me adjust that real quick. I'm pulling it up to the 13-inch setting. And now I'm going to put this panel back down to hide all that stuff. So let's put our 13-inch laptop in. And now it is at the top of the bag. Easy to grab and take out, despite being much smaller than my 16-inch MacBook. Go ahead and take your phone out or look at your watch and notice what time it is. And before you think, maybe it's too late, maybe I've been watching this for too long, I'll say, no, you've got time for one more pocket. So there's one more pocket to note. And some people go years of using this bag and not knowing that it's there. Open the mag latch. And right here, on the back of the front panel. It's got a little magnetic closure. And this is a great place to store your passport, right here. All right, let's put it on. So, super comfortable. And as you've already seen, super easy to adjust. To loosen, grab this piece of webbing and pull up, or put your finger under the piece of hardware and pull up. To tighten, take the ends of the webbing and pull them down. It's a little high for me, like somewhere in between. That's nice. You'll notice that the ends of the webbing have this cool fold over with a nice thick bar tack on it. Even the details have details. And I just thought this was the thing that looked cool, but Vic has told me I can put my thumbs into them and then pull down. Oh, that is nice on the webbing. Oh my gosh, we think of everything. Well, that's great. Let's say I've got a bag full of camera or video gear and I want to get into it without taking the bag off. I take my left arm off and I swing the bag through. And from here, I can either open at the bottom or I could open at the top. For some people, they wear the bag higher or it's just the way their bodies fit it. And you need to loosen the strap while you're spinning it around. And that way, the bag sits at a nice level and you're able to look inside of it. Now I got the sternum strap stowed right here on my left strap. It's got these two custom pieces of anodized aluminum that fit in to the sides of your strap and keep it pulled together. This top piece of hardware here, you'll notice has a little more aluminum and it's got this nice little pull tab here. This is the piece that you detach and attach to the other side with regularity. The smaller piece of hardware is the one you install semi-permanently whenever you find the height that's right for you. So using it's easy. Just pop it off and pull it across. Then when it's across, just tighten it. It's got a strap stay. Keep things nice and tidy. To loosen, just push your thumb right under the piece of aluminum and push out. Something that's cool about the sternum strap is that you can do the entire installation with just a single hand. To remove the more semi-permanent attached piece, you'll notice there's a little arrow. What you do is you push and turn it in the way that that arrow depicts. You can also stow the sternum strap a little more low profile. Low profile? That's not a word. But looks good. So I'm going to put the sternum strap back on because I like that support. I find it to be a significantly more comfortable carry with the sternum strap on. If I want even more stability and comfort, I can use our separately available hip belt. With the V1 version of the backpack, we found that some people didn't even know it came with a hip belt. Those who did know it came with a hip belt either didn't use it or used it but wished it was way burlier. So we decided to design the best waist belt that we could for an everyday bag. Not everyone is looking for that, so we didn't want to include it unnecessarily. But if you are, you might want to check it out. All right, so here's the Everyday Backpack version 2 waist belt. Like I've mentioned a few times, this is sold separately. It's got integrated padding along the sides. It uses the same axial connection system for maximum flexibility and comfort as our backpacks do. It has adjustable webbing with custom hardware, anodized aluminum. And it's also got this sweet-ass screen print that's got the Everyday Line badge. I wonder what charming graphic designer pulled that one together. Charming and handsome. A couple other little details. We've got integrated capture attachment points on this side of the waist belt. There's a strap stay, like a lot of our webbing straps. Got a reinforced Hypalon loop at the end of this webbing. And on the back, this integrated Velcro patch to help keep it secure and centered. All right, let's install this thing. So, with your backpack in this orientation, the screen print would go towards the ground and the Velcro goes up towards the sky. Feed the side of your waist belt, here, I'll show you this way, Brendan, both underneath the luggage pass-through and underneath the hip belt pass-through. When you've got it centered, get that Velcro nice and connected. So now, you got the backpack on, suck in your gut because all of YouTube is looking at you, and then put the hook into the Hypalon loop. Tighten down as needed, or loosen as needed. There you go. Super comfortable. Moves with you when you walk. That's nice. Well, here, let's talk capture. If you're unfamiliar with capture, it's one of Peak Design's most popular products. It's a rigid clip made out of machined aluminum, and you can mount it to your belt or your backpack. With it, you can hold your camera, almost any camera, rigidly and easily accessible. Observe. Here's my 5D with my walk-around 40mm lens. I've got my capture installed with the button facing down. There's a big debate in the office, and it's been raging for about 10 years now as to whether button down or button up is the call. Button down lets you get in and out with the pinky. Now, if I had a longer lens on, which I'll show you in a second, I would actually go lens down. But because I've got this pancake, I'm going to go in this way. What that allows is for the center of gravity to be pulling the camera down, not some sort of awkward flopping over. When I need to get it out, just reach around with my pinky and pull it. With a longer lens, like I said, I'd go in this way and keep the weight pointed down. Another thing you could do with a long lens is get Pro Pad out. A separate purchase from Capture, but worth it if you carry a big rig. So now Pro Pad reorients the capture to be up and down, and it moves that weight further down my leg. All right, 70 to 200, easily installed, secure on my waist. And then when I'm ready to shoot, use my finger to press the button, pull the camera up, click, click. That easy. But what if I want to use capture and I didn't get a hip belt? Or I'd like it on my shoulder straps. All right, capture on the shoulder strap. Easy enough. Locked in place. This is awesome. I use it all the time, both when I'm bike riding around on the Vespa, or going on a hike. Camera's always where you need it. Get it out, and you can shoot. So for more information about capture and or Pro Pad, check out the capture instructional video on YouTube. In addition to the strap that we were using to secure things in the side pocket, your bag comes with two longer external carry straps that live at all times on the front in this hidden pocket, and they attach to at least 14 loops anywhere on the bag, depending on what you're trying to carry on the outside. To get those straps out, simply lift up this magnetic flap at the bottom front of the bag, and you can then pull these guys out. I like to pull them out and lay them flat before I do an external carry. Now the way that they should be installed is with the adjustable side out. So if the adjustable side is at the bottom of the bag, just flip them. It's super easy to do. Then you take your big object, in this case my bicycle helmet, place it wherever you want it to go. Go over or through, lash it through. There's a lot of different ways to do it. Find a good spot to loop it to. In this case, I'm going to use the loops on the front top of the bag here. I'm going to create a bit of an X shape on this bike helmet, and then I'm going to crank down and tighten it. These straps also have the strap stays that help to tidy up the whole look of your bag if you're using external carry. So, there you go. You're all set with external carry. This also works great for other things. Picnic, jam sesh, game night. Oh, first try. Movie night. Yeah, so I guess that is everything. Yeah. All right, let's check out a couple example loadouts. We'll start with the same 20-liter bag that we've been looking at. It is packed to the gills. This is a good commuter setup. Someone who's dabbling in sort of photography a little bit, but wants to make sure they've got everything they need for a big day out, whether that's at work or on the weekend. All right, so we've got a good-sized water bottle over here. On my key tether, I've got my keys. In the laptop pocket, I've got a laptop. In the quick stash pocket, I've got a pair of sweet Ray-Bans and a wallet. This one was custom designed by Mr. Art Viche himself. Sorry, it's not for sale. Let's get in the main bag. So, got a couple of things going on here. I've got a tech pouch, light rain shell. Oh, you shouldn't have. This is a not for sale Peak Design pocketable tote. Art made these as Christmas gifts a few years ago. And we always debated selling them. We haven't found the time to put it together. If you want one, leave a comment below. And then if I fold down this FlexFold here, reach in there, and we've got a little mirrorless Fuji in the top here. Ooh, little battery. Zippered pocket here. Goggles. I've got the Speedo on underneath these jeans. Let's go to the other side. Ooh, card carrying case. And then in this pocket, oh, just in case I need it, capture camera clip. Anything else I'm forgetting? Oh yeah. One more pocket, can't forget about it. All right, so this is an example loadout, a small one even at that, for a 20-liter backpack. You'll notice that we didn't really expand with the mag latch. So if you wanted to throw a couple more lenses in there, maybe a bigger jacket or a second jacket, a book, easy. Just pop them in and then set mag latch at a higher height. All right, so now I've got a 30-liter. The thing you're probably all looking at right now, let's just get it out of the way, is the Peak Design travel tripod seen here in carbon fiber. Might be better to leave it inside its soft case if you want to protect it, but it looks really sweet, matched up with the black hardware on this midnight bag. So, something to think about. So I'm going to undo the cord hook here. Carefully take this guy out. All right, over here, I've got my hydro flask. In the back, in the laptop compartment, I got my 16-inch MacBook Pro. I've got, ooh, a nice little battery pack. I got a pair of sun skis, and that is the laptop compartment and quick access pocket. In the top, oh, the Better Sweater fleece. I've had that for like 6 years. Field pouch in Heritage Tan. If you're one of the dozens like me that loves Heritage Tan, leave a comment down in the comments section. Got a charger for the computer, a hard drive, a couple other things in here. All right, let's get inside here. Cards. Oh boy. Battery, and card reader. Now, this is pretty cool. 5D, 70 to 200 on the body, in the bag. If you had a grip on it, it would fit in also. So you'll notice that this FlexFold is folded over, and what that does is it accommodates the grip of the camera when you've got it in at that angle. I've also got, oh, this is a great little lens. The 17 to 40 macro 100. That's a great setup. We get a lot of shots with that. Let's go to the other side of the bag real quick. Slide padded camera strap. And nothing in there right now. One more pocket. What do we got up here? So there you go. If you remember back to when we had the backpack full, we were on the second rung of mag latch. So I think you could easily accommodate a bigger jacket or a second jacket. Maybe the tech pouch I had in the 20 liter, it's even more full of stuff than the field pouch is. I've got that 40 millimeter pancake lens, could probably maybe throw that in. There's a lot of things you could do. There's a lot of ways to slice it. Often what I'll find is that to pack out a 30 liter, I'm getting kind of desperate. I'm putting lenses in there that I don't even really need. So if you shoot on big full frame cameras, this is the bag for you. The Peak Design Everyday Backpack version 2 is the best, made even better. I just made that up. I love this backpack. I use it almost every day. Like I said earlier, I've used both sizes extensively. I favor the 30 liter, but they are both phenomenal bags. Like all Peak Design products, like the entirety of our company, the Everyday Backpack is entirely carbon neutral. We do that through climate neutral. We are a climate neutral certified company. So if you're interested in learning more about that, head over to climateneutral.org. Also, like every Peak Design product, these backpacks are covered by our lifetime warranty. So if you've got one and anything comes up, reach out to info@peakdesign.com. If you're thinking about pulling the trigger, but you still have a question, reach out to info@peakdesign.com. Happy shooting. If you've got a fun picture of a cat, a dog, a mouse, a raccoon, a bird, send those to info@peakdesign.com. Just kidding, don't do that. That's a waste of resources. If you've got a picture of a raccoon that's fun, don't send it to info@peakdesign.com, but tag worst instructional ever. Take these shoes off, get a little more comfortable. Oh, yeah, it's nice.